What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fantasy Hub. I'm here with my partner Mike on 11:29. We are in the final week leading up to the playoffs, so we're not going to waste any time. We're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. What's up, Mike?
Hey, yeah, we figured it's been a little while. I think that was the last time we did this Halloween, and I was in my banana suit, and you were at
Yeah.
Ashby.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's been a little while, but we're just gonna skip right to the stuff that matters. We wanted to get something out of here to kind of talk about how intense this final push is for the last playoff
It's
spot
pretty
and
crazy.
all the seeding stuff. Like I went through all the different scenarios, and nothing's determined yet. Like the number one spot's available, the buys are available. Who gets number six? Like there are 9 teams that are still in the hunt for 6 playoff spots. So like there's a lot left. So we
Who
wanted
are
to
the
bring
teams
something.
for the that are left? Wait, 9 teams for the last playoff spot?
No, 9 teams total who can make the playoffs.
Oh,
Five,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
five are
yeah, yeah.
solidified. 4 are battling for the last one. So I'll go over those scenarios in a little bit, but yeah, we're gonna skip some of the the fantasy news. You guys all know what's going on. Leonard Fournette likes to hit guys in helmets, and Le'Veon Bell never came back, and yada yada yada. Everyone got on the IR last week. Um, and we're going to skip the matchups about good matchups, bad matchups. Honestly, I'm not going to give any advice for any of these matchups either, as far as who people should or shouldn't start. That's
Yeah,
something
I'm
you
not
do.
gonna I'm not gonna do that either.
Nope,
We're getting too close.
it's too close. Yeah, I'm not messing with anything. I'm just going to say who I predict to win based on the matchups that I see right now. I think some people should switch the lineups. Maybe. I don't know. Didn't put too much focus into that. So, but you won't get that advice from either of us this week. So it's more just about where we're at and kind of our predictions for how we think things will shake out. So, do you want to touch base with anything, Krill, before I talk about kind of all the different scenarios and what the different teams are playing for?
Um, I think I was talking to Mike earlier this week, and I said that I'm not even like excited to watch my matchup. I'm excited to watch some of the matchups in the league because there's so many people battling for the last spot, and then some people are playing each other. Like Justin is playing Luke, and they're buddies, and they live in the same area, and they're playing each other. And if Justin loses, he might lose $600, right? Is that what it is for the
I
first
was
spot?
I have to pull it up and double check
Yeah,
and see.
well, he loses regular season potentially, and he could
That sounds
lose it to
high.
you, or even me. I don't think I'm gonna do it because I'm too far back in points, but or he could knock his buddy out of the playoffs. So, but no, it's pretty cool. I'm excited to watch all these matchups, see who's gonna get in for the last spot. But definitely want to thank everybody for being active in the league. It's cool to see teams like even Nick. I know he had a thing with Allen Robinson, but you just didn't know if he was going to play him or not. He's still making pickups.
Yeah.
Jeremy's making pickups.
Yep.
Jackie's making pickups.
Mm-hmm.
Pat's making tons of pickups.
Everybody.
It's really awesome to see that even with teams that are not in the playoffs, they're just still, having pride in their team and they still want to win and they still want to take out some of the teams that, may try to go for the playoff push. So I want to thank everybody for continuing to play.
Yeah, and there's different strategies for different teams. Like Jeremy, who's been out for a while, he's been trying to tailor his lineup around best playoff push for the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
Other people are trying, like Vice is trying to squeak by to make it in the playoffs. So it's kind of interesting to see how that's shaking out too. But
You want to go over like the matchups and
I,
then
I found, so
standings?
I'll go over scenarios and I found the payouts too. So payouts, the regular season prize money is $400.
Okay.
The championship winner wins 1,300. Second place is 600. Third place is 400, and the toilet bowl winner wins 100. So those are the payouts that we have. Now, one thing to mention in here is Sleeper gives you the ability, like in every other year we've done it, we've always done the playoff scenarios off site where I go through and I'll post a note each week as far as who's playing who and what the matchups are. And one thing that we always did was we always reseeded where the highest seed plays the lowest seed. So each week, the highest seed will play the lowest seed that's left in each bracket. Now, Sleeper doesn't default to that, so I'll have to go in and manually change it, just so you guys know. So if you're trying to look down the road for playoff matchups, don't look too far down. You can figure out if you look at standings who's what and who each person will play based on who wins. But just know it's important that will get reseeded to match up with the highest seed versus the lowest seed. So as far as talking about different scenarios, here is what's at stake. So regular season championship and the buys are all up for grabs still. Justin could finish as highly as the number 1 seed, which is most likely to happen, but he could finish as the number 1 seed or as low as the number 3 seed and no buy. So he doesn't even have a buy secure yet.
Crazy, right?
Now,
A guy who's got 2 losses may not even get a bye. It's nuts.
Now the top five teams, these 5 teams have already solidified a playoff spot. So Justin, me, Kirill, Erica, and Travis. We have
Wait, who was the last guy?
Travis.
I got him.
Everyone's favorite. He's in. So those 5 all are going to be in the playoffs, but there's a lot that could happen there. So like Justin, if he gets a win, he wins the number 1 seed and the money and the buy. If he loses and both me and Kirill win, he could lose his buy entirely. Now, Kirill would need to outscore him by 70 because he has less points than him, so that seems less likely.
That's
so
not a problem.
he'll probably still get the buy, but there's a chance he doesn't. For me, I could finish as highly as the 1 seed or as low as the 5 seed.
Wow.
I win the number 1 seed.
Wait, can you?
I can, but I think there's a lot
you can't. There's no way Sticks can outscore you.
I think that's the one thing where he's not going to outscore me by 200 points. So realistically, I'm probably somewhere between the 1 seed and the 3 seed because I doubt you outscore me by 100. But so I win the number 1 seed if I win and Justin loses because I have more points than him by 30. I lose the bye if I lose and Kirill wins. So it doesn't matter what happens to Justin in that situation unless I outscore him by – no, it just doesn't. Kirill could be as high as the 1 seed or as low as the 5 seed. He wins the number 1 seed if both me and Justin lose and he outscores Justin by 70. So we need a killer week. He gets the bye if I lose and he wins. Erica could be as high as the 2 seed and as low as the 4 seed. She's going to get the 2 seed if both me and Kirill lose.
How does she have so many points?
She has a ton of points. She's the point leader. So she will trump everybody when it comes to points. That's why I took her. I said she won't be the 5 seed. She has
ridiculous.
She has 200 more points than Travis. So Travis is not out there with 200.
What the fuck?
And then Travis could finish as high as the 3 seed or as low as the 5. He can't make the bye. So honestly, he's not really playing for that much outside of seeding. The only way he could get the bye is if I lose, you lose, Erica lose, and he outscores me by 150.
Jesus.
So that doesn't seem too likely. Okay, now where it gets a little more interesting is people are still battling for the 6th seed. So the 4 teams that are there, and it was almost 5, but David didn't win last week. So the 4 teams that are there is Donley, Spitzer, Hoppy, and Vice, and that's in the order as far as likelihood of them making it. Donley and Spitzer have identical records. I believe so does Hoppy. Yeah, they're all 3 of those are 6-6. Vice is 5-6-1. So that tie is kind of coming back to haunt him. But Donley has 2 more points than Spitzer. So basically, they're playing against each other as well as their own matchups. So
Crazy.
Donley needs to win, but even if he wins, he's not guaranteed in because Spitzer is only 2 points behind him if he wins. Hoppy, who plays Justin this week, needs Spitzer to lose and Donley to lose in order for him to realistically get that last spot. And then Vice would need Donley, Spitz, and Hoppy to all lose.
Wouldn't that be kind of nuts?
It could. And it could
all 3 lose?
All play, like Donley plays David, Spitzer plays Vice, Hoppy plays Justin. So if you're Vice and you're sitting there, you need David to pull an upset and beat Donley. You need Hoppy to lose to Justin, which seems pretty doable there, considering Justin is the top team. And then you just need to beat Spitzer. So if Vice handles his own business and gets the upset with David over Donley, he could be looking at the playoffs.
Crazy.
It's not that crazy to actually have to happen.
It's crazy that he was like 2-6-1, and then he made a huge run to possibly.
If he makes the playoffs, just watch out because that's just like somebody wants him to make it at that point.
I ain't worried about him. Bryce, I ain't worried about you.
But yeah, so that's all the different scenarios. So anything you want to talk about before I jump into the matchups? I can just we'll go through them.
I mean, I kind of think this is cool, but I don't know if you got a chance to look at it. Who would be the number 1 seed? Like, who's looking like the 1 seed in the toilet bowl?
I don't know. One of those 4 teams that doesn't make it. So most likely either Donley or Spitzer would be the 1 seed.
Okay.
But I didn't look at I didn't look at the bowl of toilet. So,
All right. You want to jump in and like who's playing who?
yep. Yeah. So here are the matchups this week. And I did this in the order of top ranked team down to bottom, right? So Justin, who is currently the top seed, plays Hoppy this week. My prediction as far as who wins is
It's close. It's close.
a lot of these are going to be kind of close. Some of them won't, but a lot of them will be.
Who'd you pick?
I think Justin wins this one. Unfortunately, I'm cheering for Hoppy because I want that 1 seed. But I think Justin wins. Hoppy just has too many dart throws again with like David Moore and Deshaun Jackson. But I think Justin wins. We'll know more after tonight's games because he's got his Saints players going. But if Justin wins, he'd clinch him the number 1 seed. So I got Justin over Hoppy. What do you think?
Honestly, I didn't even pick which one's gonna win. I'm gonna pick Justin, but I kind of wrote down that it's all gonna depend on tonight. You know, Dallas is at home. Their defense has been phenomenal. You know, I would go as far as to say in the last 6 weeks they've been a top 5 defense. They're at home. They love playing at home. They have great linebackers. It might be, I don't know, it might be a little tough for Kamara and Thomas to. You just can't count them out. And Drew Brees is crazy, but if they at least both of them get held to 15 points, which is a ton, Hoppy definitely has a shot with Aaron Jones against trash ass Arizona, and Cook has a really good matchup against Kansas City.
I want to give credit to Hoppy. So at some points in the season, we've said he's made 2 abysmal, awful trades. Turns out he just made 1. The Julio Jones for Aaron Jones trade. Well, there's Will Fuller too, but he's out. Actually, doesn't look so bad. Jones has been a stud lately, and running backs more valuable than wide receivers. So good for you.
Jones has been
glad that one worked out for you because you made some gambles this year.
Since he got Jones, he had 15 points from him, and I'm gonna round up or down, right? So 15 points, 8 points, 31, 25, and 17. I mean, you can't.
Fantastic.
Can't get any better than that.
You could still argue his team might be better if he didn't make any trades and he had Connor and Julio. But you know what? Doesn't matter. You make trades. Some work, some don't. We'll see what happens here. Battle of Team Wisconsin. I'm pulling for you, Hoppy, but I think Justin unfortunately gets the win. So next matchup is me versus Pat. I think I will win that one. I like some of my matchups. Christian McCaffrey gets to play Tampa Bay. Christian McCaffrey scoring 30 to 40 points on everybody, and he gets to play Tampa. I love that. And Luck and the boys have been rolling. It's a hot team. I got a lot of Colts, and I'm just going to see what happens in Pat's team. He's got some guys who could go off, like Nick Chubb has been great.
But he's playing at Houston.
I know. Well, I picked me to win. I'm not saying I think he's going to win. I just, Chubb's a talented guy, but I don't think it's much of a stretch to say that I would be the favorite going into this match.
Yeah, I'm going to pick you to win. It's obviously CMC, and then Scalding, I think, is not good. I think defense has adjusted to him. In the last 2 games, he's combined for less than 2 fantasy points. Cobb is coming back, so targets are also going to go down, and AP is having Thompson come back. So
I do have some issues when it comes to injuries, though. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with Mac versus Hines. Gronk is always questionable. T.Y. Hilton's listed as questionable, so we'll see what happens with injuries. That could be the death for me. But
I don't know. In the end, I don't think it's going to matter. But
so, assuming I win that, I clinch the number 2 seed and the last bye spot. Next matchup is Kirill versus Travis. I think this will be arguably the closest matchup of the week. It's projected right now 112 to 110, so it's already projected extremely close too. And I am going to give the slight edge to Sticks, Mr. Travis.
Wrong move.
I like the matchups for Travis Kelce and Aaron Rodgers, and I think it's tougher for Kirill with guys like his running backs Barkley and Howard. So I don't know what's going to happen, but my prediction is that Travis will pull this one out. It'll be close. If that happens, Kirill takes the 4 seed. You'll see why later. And Travis would take the 5 seed because I don't think Kirill's going to lose. Kirill would need to lose by over 60 points for Travis to jump him. So that's not going to happen. I think Kirill takes 4. Travis takes the 5. What do you think?
I think I have more star power. I think I'm playing. White, he's got literally 2 running backs back. So he's got Michelle back and he's got Rex Burkhead back. So they're all going to share the ball. Mixing is playing Denver. They're a really good run D right now. Corey Davis is streaky as fuck. So
Yep.
he could come out and have 20 points, or he come out and have 3 points. Payne Barber, Tampa Bay doesn't run the ball. They're always down. I mean, I can't.
It's kind of
Kelsey and
interesting.
Rogers are literally the only guys I'm worried about. That's it. I'm not worried about anybody else, but I think Thielen, Barkley. I think I'm gonna start Samuel again because he's playing Tampa, and I think Funches is out, so he's gonna probably have another good game. I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. And then I think this is probably the blowout of the week is Erica versus Jeremy. I predict.
Really?
Yep, I predict
Oh,
Erica.
we're gonna differ on this.
I predict Erica to win by quite a bit. Jeremy has
Wow.
been struggling.
I want to put money on this.
Jeremy's team has been struggling just to get by, and
I picked Jeremy, and I have a very good reason why.
because guys go to dump downs against Eagles.
Nope.
Right? You think Thompson?
Okay, so for me, this is the closest matchup of the week.
Okay.
Jeremy is getting his whole team back. He's potentially getting AJ Green back. Thompson's coming back against Philly. They're gonna want to pass against Philly. Ebron with no Doyle. I mean, and Erica just lost her best player, Gordon.
If she didn't have Eckler, it'd be a very different
She
situation.
lost Gordon, and Jeremy's literally having two of his starters come back, Thompson and AJ fucking Green,
I don't know
and
much
Ebron with no
AJ
Doyle.
right now either, though. Like, I guess we'll see. We'll see. I think Erica wins by quite a bit, and then she secures the 3 seed. If she
Because AJ Green practiced.
I know.
This is going to be nuts, man. I'm telling you, this is the close matchup of the week. I picked Jeremy to win.
Okay. Then that leaves 2 games left that have importance to them. There is 3 games left, obviously. Nick plays Jackie, but that game doesn't.
We should go over that.
I mean, we will. I expect Jackie to continue to keep rolling and beat up on the worst team assembled in fantasy, Knicks.
Well, she has QB advantage, strong in wide receivers, and she's got decent running backs.
Her running backs are coming on strong. She's had strong receivers all year. Tight end's always been questionable for her. But Matt Ryan, we'll see what he does. I mean, yeah, Nick's currently starting Dalton. I'm sure that'll change. But, it's just.
Well, yeah, he's got Mariota.
Yeah. I would take Jackie in that one. Anyways, the 2 matchups left. And that'll depend. That'll make differences when it comes to toilet bowl seating, but that's where it ends. So next 2 matchups: Donnelly versus David and Spitzer versus Vice. So Donnelly versus David, I think Donnelly gets the win there. Which Donnelly's the 6th seed. You'd say that means he's going to make the playoffs. Not necessarily, because he needs more than just a win to get in. So I think Donnelly beats David because David's team has been kind of just on a decline as the year goes on. And Donnelly's got a lot of strong players on his team. Do you want to say anything more about that one, or should we bunch these 2 together? Because not only is there Donnelly versus David and Spitzer versus Vice, but there's also the secret matchup of Donnelly versus Spitzer.
I mean, I think Donnelly's going to win this one just because Carry-On's not playing, and then David has Godwin and Everett who could both get 0 points. They could be huge busts. So there's no consistency there. At least Donnelly has some sort of consistency and establishment in his lineup. I think he's gonna and Miller kind of. Oh God, I fucking hate Miller, but he's been doing pretty good.
He has been. What are your thoughts on Spitzer versus Vice?
I think this one is so close. I mean, I was looking at this and going down matchups. I was like, oh my God, this is pretty nuts. But I put that Spitzer's gonna win. I think Vice got really lucky that Fournette got suspended, so he could actually use Yeldon.
Yeah.
But I think Hunt is gonna absolutely destroy Oakland. That's gonna be too much to overcome. Spitzer just has too much star power.
Dak's been strong lately too. So.
Yeah, Spitzer has too much star power.
Yeah.
And Chiefs are playing Oakland. Oakland don't even have any receivers to throw to. Like everyone is hurt on that team.
I also take Spitzer to beat Vice in that.
He's probably gonna get the last spot just because look at all his guys.
Then what happens is there's a secret matchup essentially. If both Donnelly and Spitzer win, which we're projecting that they will, they differ from 2 points versus each other. Donnelly's up by 2. So that's where like the hidden matchup of the week comes down to Donley versus Spitzer. Donley has a 2-point lead or advantage.
I mean, Spitzer has.
Who scores more points between Donley or Spitzer? This I
It's
think
gonna be Spitzer. Just read the names: Hunt, Julio, Odell, Ertz, Cooks. That's like the. I mean,
I know. I have Spitzer getting the last spot over Donley. I think it's going to come down to Spitzer's receiver, who have tougher matchups, and I will give.
I think Baltimore's defense is garbage.
Chicago isn't. So
No, they're not. Chicago is the best defense.
And they'll put Darius Slay on Braden Cooks most likely because he's not a slot guy. So I mean, who knows? But I give a slight advantage to Spitzer, but I think that's kind of the secret matchup to be watching is Donley versus Spitzer. See what happens there. So my predictions as far as seedings then, 1 through 6. Justin's the 1 seed. I'm the 2 with the last bye. Erica is the 3, Krill's the 4, Travis the 5, Spitzer the 6. If that's the case, first week of playoffs is Erica versus Spitzer, which is a crazy good matchup. And then we could have a repeat of this week, Krill versus Travis. Erica versus Spitzer, you take arguably the best team against the highest scoring team. So that's fun to see. And then Krill versus Travis, they made a trade. They made a couple trades this year, but what will the lasting impact be of the Ben Roethlisberger and Bears for Corey Davis? And who else do you give him? Somebody else? I don't know.
Eagles defense. Don't forget about them.
Hard to.
Don't forget about Cole, receiver for the Jags.
Yeah, he's been dropped. So we'll see what happens, but it's going to be good. Next week we'll try and come out with. Since the playoffs will be up, we'll try and do one each week, breaking down the playoff matchups and predicting who we think will win. So
maybe I'll start Cobb this week.
Who knows? Who knows? A lot kicks off tonight with Dallas versus New Orleans. So should be interesting to see what happens. Anything else you want to say?
No, I think we'll come back next week. Obviously, talk about who made it into the playoffs. Hopefully some crazy stuff goes down that we could cover, and then talk about our playoff matchups. Obviously, we're not going to talk about the 1 and the 2 seed because they're not going to be playing anybody. They get a bye week. Does Toilet Bowl people get bye weeks?
Break down Toilet Bowl matchups though.
Wait, do the Toilet Bowl
no buys in the Toilet Bowl?
No buys?
No buys in the Toilet Bowl. Everyone plays.
Wow, that's fun.
Everybody's in the bowl. Grab your brush. Cool. It's go time.
So. That's it. Well, thanks guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, let me or Mike know. Otherwise, hope you. It's kind of sad that it's already playoffs. I feel like the season went by super fucking quick.
Did.
And it
was fun.
Hi, Mom.
See you guys.
I'm literally logging off though. I'm not gonna mess with you like I did last time.